You want to know something funny? I just recorded a whole video for like maybe half an hour. It was pretty long. And I just realized that I wasn't actually recording. Yeah. I haven't made a product review video in a long time, even though my #1 video is a product review, and that video has like the most amount of dislikes and the most amount of negative comments. But I figure, why not review some more stuff? And if you've seen my other product review of the Mio drink mix liquid thing, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Crystal Light. So yesterday I went to Walmart and I was looking at Crystal Light and I was like, okay, well, what flavors do they have today? You know, because I love Crystal Light. And I noticed that there was a lot of drink liquid mixes that are on the shelf. And so I was like, well, why don't I do another product review? Because that went so well last time. So I got 3 drink liquids, or whatever they're calling them. Oh, that's the wrong way. To review for you. Okay, so one of the things that I noticed right off the bat about these products is that for these two, they consider a serving to be 1 squeeze of a bottle and 8 ounces of water, and both of these containers contain 24 servings. But this, it says that it makes 32 servings, but it doesn't say how much you put in, and it doesn't say how much water is needed. So I have no idea why they say 32 servings, because what is a serving? And also, these are all sugar-free, and as you can see, all 3 of them are different flavors. Crystal Light is blueberry raspberry, the Kool-Aid is orange, and the Dasani drops are strawberry kiwi. And even though the Dasani one doesn't say to put in 8 ounces of water, I put 8 ounces of water and I put a squeeze of this in. So I'm testing it on the same basis as these two. Okay, so I've put 8 ounces of water and labeled all of the bottles here, and I put a squeeze of each bottle in each, corresponding container. Okay, so first, Crystal Light. Okay, good taste, and I would. But in addition to the taste, it also has an aftertaste. As you can see, this has a purplish hue to it. Can't really, well, I guess, yeah, you can see it a little bit. But you can see through it. And, which is interesting because oh my gosh, regular Crystal Light, the powder, you can't see through it. So this is interesting because it really shows that it is flavored water. It's not Crystal Light. And that's okay. Flavored water, used to be really popular. Maybe it's making a comeback with products like these. But you have to keep in mind that it is a flavored water and not Crystal Light. Okay, and now the Dasani, which I put 8 ounces of water in a water bottle, and then I put a squeeze of this container in it. Doesn't have an aftertaste like the Crystal Light. Has a good flavor to it. Again, it's flavored water, but that's to be expected from Dasani because they're a water company. So that was good. Yeah, I liked it. Kool-Aid. This one is really interesting. Kool-Aid is a lot like Crystal Light in the fact that when you normally make it, it is not see-through, or not as see-through as this. Okay, so it is watered down Kool-Aid, basically. Okay, so if you grew up with Kool-Aid, you probably grew up with the packets or the circle-ish container, and normally the ratio of Kool-Aid powder to sugar is like 2 cups of sugar per packet, and that's 2 quarts of water. And so this is really interesting because there's no sugar in it. Not only that, but you only put a squirt in 8 ounces of water. So it's really, really watered down. Like I said with the other two, those are like flavored water. Like these liquids make it flavored water because the ratio that you're putting in is not high enough for it to be like really, really sweet. So this is like an interesting version of Kool-Aid because it's like your mom made Kool-Aid and then she was like, oh, this crap has too much sugar in it, and then she just watered it down to make like 4 quarts with the same 2 quarts. Except for that this doesn't have any sugar in it. To be honest, I can't figure out why these are so popular right now. I don't know why so much of an aisle is devoted to these things. I was trying to think of why they would be. The only thing that I can come up with is that these are very individualized. For example, you can buy single-serve Kool-Aid packets, and you can buy single-serve Crystal Light packets. But with those, you're not going to put half of the packet into your water and be like, oh, that's enough, I'm going to, keep the other half for later. You're going to put the whole thing in because you're not going to bring around a plastic baggie to put the rest of the powder in. But with these, you can put a little squeeze in, or you can put like the whole bottle in, I mean, if you want it. So this is more individualized in that sense that you can change the strength of the flavor in your water. But even if you put like half this bottle in a bottle of water, I don't think it would be that strong. I think if you had Kool-Aid, it would be more strong than if you had this liquid Kool-Aid. But that's literally the only reason that I could think of. But overall, I would say that this is okay. This is probably the best one out of all 3. And this one has an aftertaste, so I would say pass. I do like this because it makes it like strawberry kiwi water, and that's really cool. And this is okay, but it's like it's not Kool-Aid, and so it's kind of weird. But this one is the victorious one out of all 3. I I would recommend this one most, but only if you like flavored water. This is pretty much what this is about, is the return of flavored water in a different format. Because for a while there, I would only drink flavored water because I didn't like water. So I would get like lemon water or, whatever else they had. But I wouldn't drink water. I didn't like it. But for the last few years, at least where I've been living, it's gone out of style. They don't really carry it, and you can only buy like the mineral water, like Perrier, that has the flavor in it. So it's not quite the same. But these, I think, signal the return of a flavored water just in a different format. So that will be interesting to see if these last or not, because I don't think they will. But time will tell. Thanks for watching my video. Always dilute. Oh God, that's why. Don't do that. Don't make that mistake. Don't always say challenge accepted. Sometimes there's a reason why you're not supposed to do it. Ugh, that's gross. Really, don't do that. I'm done. Ugh, it's still stuck in my mouth. Bad choice. Bad choices. Bad choices.